and welcome to a new wedding planning vlog. This vlog's a little bit different because basically I found that I've been picking up the camera and filming as I've been buying bits and pieces and stuff, and I've actually bought so much stuff that I've got quite a lot of footage from all the different things that I wanted to show you, and the monthly vlogs have enough in them without these extra bits. So I thought for this month I'd put together all of the bits and pieces of things that I've bought into one vlog so that you can see everything. So this is a bit of a wedding haul because basically I've actually been really busy this month as well with like work, and Johnny has been working like every weekend, so I've not had any free time literally to do any wedding planning, like any actual wedding planning. It's been a good few weeks and that's like quite a shock to the system for me because I'm used to spending a lot of time wedding planning. I also went on a shopping trip with Yaz and Carolina, so that is also included in this vlog. We went to look at some bridesmaid accessories, and I also picked up something for myself for the wedding day as well. So I'm going to hand over to my past self now to show you all my wedding bits. Hello, I'm jumping on because I have loads of stuff to show you. I've got a cheeky monkey in the background because Luca has refused his nap today, so he has not gone to sleep. It's hours past his nap time now and he's just kind of chilling on the bed. We're going away tomorrow for a night, so I've been packing, which is why we're in the bedroom, and I thought he's been quite chilled. He's definitely tired, but for some reason hasn't gone to sleep. I thought, while I've got all the stuff out, I'd try and quickly show you while he's entertained. So I've basically been picking up loads of bits and pieces. So I've just got like lots of random things to show you basically. I've got some great bargains from Vinted, which I'm really excited to share because I've mentioned it loads, but I absolutely love Vinted. It's a great place to get stuff, particularly for weddings, because there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people get, like a lot of people get the same stuff. So the likelihood of getting something that's been worn like once or a lot of the time not even worn is really high. And yeah, basically if I'm looking for anything that I've seen online, I look on Vinted first, and I've sort of been waiting it out because I've got plenty of time before the wedding. So I've had like a list of things in my mind that I want, and I just keep checking Vinted, and a few things have cropped up and I've managed to bag them. I'm really happy with them, so I'm going to start with those. So the first thing is this dressing gown, which I have had my eye on for ages. So I've been thinking about obviously the look that I want for the morning of the wedding, and I decided that rather than pyjamas I'd like to go with something like this lace dressing gown. I've basically seen this dressing gown from Etsy. It's on Etsy, I've not seen it anywhere else, and it's about £34 on Etsy. So yeah, not cheap, but it's identical to this one. I'm certain that's where it's from. And I've been keeping an eye on Vinted, and I saw this one pop up. So whenever I look on Vinted and find something that I like this, I always look through the seller's other items because it's more cost efficient if you're able to like bundle up. Obviously you're just paying postage once. And this seller had another item that I was waiting for, which I couldn't believe. So I have been looking for these Charlotte Mills slippers, and this seller was selling them. These are brand new, unworn Charlotte Mills slippers with the little pearl detail. I just think they're perfect for the look I'm going for the wedding. And yeah, this person was selling them brand new, said they hadn't used them, hadn't ended up using them. So I've got those plus the dressing gown. So this is the look I'm going for in the morning. I'll have my lace dressing gown, I'll have these really cute slippers, and clearly this person had the same idea for their look, but for whatever reason didn't end up wearing these. So yeah, I was so happy to get those as a bundle, and I only paid £50 total for the two items, and these are £45 new on Charlotte Mills. So I feel like I've really saved loads of money there, and obviously bundling up on postage. And the other thing I love about Vinted is that I'm selling my stuff, so a lot of the time I'm not actually spending any physical money. I'm spending credit that I've got from selling my stuff, so it's working out as a really good way of saving money while I'm wedding planning. Those were my Vinted bargains, but I also have found something that I've been looking for ages, which I'm so happy with. So I'm going to show you that next, and it's for my bridesmaids, which is their morning of the wedding like pyjama set. So basically for when we're having all the photographs taken and when we're getting ready, obviously people tend to get matching outfits. A lot of people wear like satin pyjamas with bridesmaids on the back, but I thought I wanted something a bit different to that, and I really wanted an outfit which matched the room. So basically the bridal suite that I'll be getting ready in at Wood Hill has like a sage green wallpaper with pink flowers on. And so I've been searching that for ages and not really coming up with anything. And then I went into Matalan just like for a browse, and I saw these pyjamas and I was like, oh my god, they are a perfect match for the wallpaper at Wood Hill. So I've picked them up and I'm just so happy with them. So I've picked up the robe, and then it's like a camisole top. But they didn't have shorts, they only had trousers or nighties, and I thought I didn't want to get nighties for the bridesmaids, but I also didn't want trousers. But I also thought it might be a bit much having all the same print, so I did a little search for sage satin shorts, and these came up, which are from Uniqlo, and honestly they are such a perfect match. I can't actually believe like the colour, how well they go, and they've got a really nice drawstring top. So basically this is my bridesmaid's outfit for the morning. That'll be me. So I'm going to insert a picture of the room at Wood Hill because it honestly is such a good match for this, and I'm just really happy that the bridesmaids are going to be in something a bit different. I don't think anyone else will have worn these on the morning, and our pictures will just look a little bit different. Also I think these are like really nice to wear again, so I'm glad, like, you know, if I'm buying something I don't want it to be just for a one-off. I'd like them to be able to rewear them, and these are definitely nice enough material and quality to be used for ages, so I'm really happy with those. Also got some footage of Yaz trying these on, modelling them, so I might pop that in if I get her permission. But yeah, so happy with both of those, so I feel like I'm really getting somewhere now. I've got like the majority of clothing stuff, I think. At least for the bridesmaids. The bridesmaids are well sorted. I haven't started on the groom or the groomsmen, and I haven't finished myself, but the bridesmaids, they're all sorted. Okay, next up is this leather jacket with Just Married on the back. It is from Boohoo, and basically I've seen lots of pictures of like brides with this on over their wedding dress just for photos, and it looking pretty cool. So yeah, I just happened to see this on Boohoo and liked it, and it was in the sale, so I ordered it, and it did say it was oversized. However, it is really oversized. So I've popped it on for you to see, but basically this is a 14, and literally like if I was to zip it up, so yeah, basically that's it zipped up, and it is just massive. I just feel like it's so big. I've already generated the returns label for this. I really like it, and I'm still undecided whether I'm going to order it in a smaller size and still have it. But yeah, it's nice quality. I'm not going to keep something this big. That's all the clothing items and the big stuff, but I've got a bunch of little things that I've picked up that I want to show you. Firstly, another Vinted bargain that I actually forgot about before. This is the first thing that I ever favorited on Vinted, and over like, it's got to be at least 6 months I've been using Vinted. No, it's longer than that, because it was last Christmas I ordered stuff, so literally a year ago probably. I've sent offers over the months, and this person just never responded. Yeah, this person just never responded to my offers. So I didn't know what to do, because I thought if I just purchase it at the price they're asking, I don't even know if they're going to send it, because it was like, you know, they were just ignoring me. For all I knew, they weren't active on there. And I just sort of left it because it was quite a specific thing as well. But ultimately I did want it, and it didn't sell, and I kept an eye, and eventually I sent an offer which was accepted. So it was only like £1 less than they were asking for. And yeah, it got sent straight out, and I'm really happy with it. And it is this little sign that says, "Daddy, it's time to give Mammy our last name." And the reason I'm saying it's quite specific is that it says Mammy rather than Mummy, which is a very northern thing, and it's something that Johnny is really particular on. So I am not as like strong northern accent as Johnny, and I actually say mum typically, but he says mam, and we say mammy to Luca. And when Johnny buys me cards or anything, he always wants it to say mam, he never wants it to say mum, like if it's off Luca. And when Johnny proposed to me, he actually like did it on Mother's Day, if you don't know, and as part of the whole thing, he sort of wrote a card to me saying how special it was, you know, because I'd be getting the same name as my baby, like the same surname, and changing my name. And yeah, that's why I really wanted this, because I think that ties back to the proposal, where it's like, right, we're giving Mammy our last name. Before anyone thinks that was really like presumptuous of Johnny, we had many discussions about it the whole time that I was expecting Luca, and when we were deciding what his name would be, and said that he would have Johnny's surname. The whole thing was, I always said I wanted to have the same surname as my baby, and I wanted to get married, and I wanted to take his name. So it wasn't at all presumptuous or like old-fashioned of Johnny to say that. He knew that that was what I wanted, and I wanted us all to have the same surname. So that is my final Vinted bargain. It was £8, and it's in perfect condition. I don't even feel like this has been used. It's probably been used for like a photograph, and that's it. So happy with those Vinted bargains so far. The next thing I picked up, I just happened to see in TK Maxx, and it is the Yankee wedding candle. So I've seen lots of people talk about this, like lighting a candle on the morning of your wedding, and then like you can light it each year on your anniversary, and you know how like memories are associated with scent, it'll sort of take you back there. It's very extra, I'm aware of that, but I saw it in TK Maxx. Uh-oh, what's happened? Has your program gone off? Is it just adverts? Are you okay? Let me have a look. We never ever do this, by the way. Luca never watches our TV in here. This is the first time that I've let him sit and watch it, but I just really needed to get packed for tomorrow. This is my pile of clothes that I'm wearing in the morning, and he was just content. Johnny's at work, and as I said, he didn't go down for his nap. And I have all of this stuff out, so I really wanted to get it filmed so that I can put it away. So yes, wedding candle. I picked this up from TK Maxx. It smells, to me it smells like sort of cotton or fresh linen, which I really like. And it was $14.99 in TK Maxx. To be honest, I don't know if that's the best deal. I just always assume TK Maxx is, but it might not be. It says RRP £28, so if that's to be believed, then it was a very good saving, but I don't know. If I'd looked online, I might have got a better deal, but happy with that. And I'll probably completely forget to light it on the morning of the wedding, and that will be £14 wasted, but I've done it, I've bought it anyway. Next are just some bits that I've seen when I've been out and about, and just basically if I spy anything that I think will be good for the wedding, I get it, and it's a good way to like spread the cost as well. So if you don't know, our venue has 18 bedrooms, so we have a lot of family joining us, and I want to put together like a little gift pack for the bedroom, like each bedroom, and as part of that I thought that these would be really nice. So I thought, I've seen the whole sort of thing of people giving tissues and saying for your happy tears. So I thought in the gift basket some tissues would go really well. I just saw these in Home Bargains and they were, I think they were like £1 for a pack of 10. Yeah, pack of 10. I'm sure they weren't more than £1. So I picked up 2 packs. These just have like a really nice floral design, but these have really nice little sayings on, like friends are people who know you really well and like you anyway, and friends are the family you choose. Yeah, so I've got 5 little different phrases on. I just thought they were really cute and they would go really nicely in the little bedroom gift baskets. And the other thing I just happened to see, I went into Card Factory for some birthday cards and they had 10 cards for £1 on, and they had these really lovely floral blank cards in there. So I picked up a whole bunch for the bedrooms, because I'd like to write each bedroom a little card, you know, like a thank you card for them joining us. And I just thought like the floral pattern and the fact that it's blank is perfect for that. And 10 for £1, I really don't think I'll find a better deal anywhere else for that. So that is something to keep an eye on in Card Factory. Even if it's not for this, they had birthday cards. What are you laughing at? Yeah, they had birthday cards, they had all sorts. And the last thing I have to show you for now is our confetti. So, confetti! I spent ages researching confetti and watching like videographer videos and photographs, and I came to the conclusion that paper circles were like provided the best sort of outcome for photographs. They float slowly and they look really vibrant. I went for all white because I'm very much going for an all white theme for the wedding. But these are from Proper Confetti and they have loads of colours. And I signed up and got, I think it was like a 20% discount code for my first order. And I had to wait for these to come back in stock as well because they were out of stock originally. This is the extra large pack. I think it does around 80, or I think I got more than I needed, so definitely at least 80. Obviously I'll have to pack these into individual envelopes, so that'll be fun. But yeah, basically this is Proper Confetti. It's white paper circles, and if you do your research and have a look, these just seem to provide like such good photographs, because I really want a good confetti shot. Right, I think I'm gonna leave it there for now, and I'm gonna get this cheeky monkey away from the TV. Mister, you can't hit the TV, baby. Right, yes, I'm going to take him downstairs. I think that's enough screen time, and I'll catch up with you again in a bit. Hello, good morning. I'm just jumping on because I'm heading out on a shopping day with Carolina and Yaz, my maid of honour and bridesmaid. So they're my 2 like adult bridesmaids, so basically I'm meeting up with them to try and find some shoes, accessories, stuff like that to go with their dresses. And then once we've worked all of that out, I'll go shopping with my 2 younger bridesmaids who have a different dress and tie it all in together. So Carolina's up from where she lives, like down south, so we have to make the most of it. So we're meeting up, going into Newcastle, gonna do some shopping, gonna have lunch and chat about hen dos and wedding plans and things, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I am wearing my Little Miss Bride vibe t-shirt because I thought I need to take all opportunities. I'm only gonna have like very limited opportunities to wear these things that I've bought, so that is what I'm wearing today. Right, I am gonna head out. The living room is still in the process of being built, so that is why this looks like a building site, because it is. So I'm gonna bring you along with us. I'm gonna head out now, go meet them in town, and yeah, I'll see you while we're out there.
When it dries down, it's going to stay on your skin, and that's how
too matchy, but I don't really like that. Yeah, but I'll definitely take the earrings. Okay. Yeah. And then what's 15% is 200?
25, 15, 30.
So we'll bring it under 200. Yeah. So that is everything that I captured on our shopping trip. We didn't actually film too much because we were too busy having fun, and it was a really great day. I really had loads of fun. We actually had a really productive time as well and picked up sort of everything that I was looking for. So I wanted to try and get them some shoes and some jewellery to go with their dresses. And I also picked up something for me which wasn't even on the list, which was exciting. And we had a lovely lunch and like chatted about Hindu plans. So yeah, it was a really lovely day. I'm going to show you what we picked up. So the first thing was shoes. And going into this, I really wasn't sure what I was looking for. I didn't want something glitzy. I've been very conscious during like everything that I've been picking. I don't want anything to look like over the top or like bordering on sort of a bit tacky, shall we say. So yeah, I was kind of struggling with what colour. I feel like gold would have gone really well, but gold really isn't part of the sort of colour scheme and would have clashed ultimately with the rest of the colour scheme. But silver, I didn't think like a metallic silver would go. Anyways, we just went and browsed a few shops and decided to go into M&S and found these, which are, I would never have known what I was looking for before I saw these, but the colour of them is stone, I believe, and they're basically just a very neutral but cool neutral colour. And I think the undertones of the dress is a very like cool undertone, so I think it goes really well, and on it just looks really elegant with these straps, but you know, it doesn't stand out. It's not like an eyesore. It's not going to catch people's eyes, and like, you know, if this was all like glitter or something, it might like really draw attention, but these just complement the dress really beautifully. They're from M&S, so I think generally you think of M&S and you think that they're like good quality, comfortable, which obviously Yaz and Carolina tried them on and said they were. And yeah, they're a nice size heel as well. They're a very similar size heel to mine, and a nice block one as well, which I think is important for comfort on the day, because like me, they're going to be wearing these shoes for a very long time. There was actually a little bit of drama with these because we found them in the shop. There was only a few pairs. There wasn't any in Carolina or Yaz's size, but they tried some slightly bigger on. Really liked them with the dress, so we had a look online and we couldn't find them, so we took them to like the checkout, and the lady behind the checkout scanned them and she was like, nothing's coming up. She asked a colleague, he was like, no, I don't know, they're either the start of the line or the end of the line, and he was like, I don't know which. So that was a bit stressful. And then I went home, came home, and it was like a few hours later, it was quite late, I decided to look on the website again and found them, and they had 4 pairs left in Carolina and Yaz's size, because they're the same size, and then they had nothing bigger. So I ordered them, they came, and they are perfect. So it feels like it was kind of meant to be, because if we hadn't gone into that shop in that day, we wouldn't have seen them, and they were clearly end of the line because yeah, they were all like out of stock and going. So very strange, but feels a bit like fate for these shoes. So the other bridesmaid accessories that I needed to find was earrings and necklace. And similar to the shoes, I really wasn't sure going into the shopping day what we were looking for. And we browsed around, and between us, like, we were picking up different things. And then I think it was Yaz picked up this necklace, which again, I didn't want anything that was going to be like gaudy or really stand out. But this is, I'll try and show you. It's a really delicate, got like little crystals, you can see next to my ring. But with this, obviously like extra part hanging down, it basically complements the dress again that they're wearing really well because it has quite a deep V. So this part of the necklace will hang down into the V, and I think it'll look really beautiful. And again, it's very subtle, but I really like the crystals. And we did find some earrings in accessorized that matched. These were from Lovisa, which I think must be a chain. It looks like a chain, it doesn't look like an independent store. But yeah, these were from Lovisa. Accessorized was very close by. We went in and we found some earrings there which were a perfect match, but the necklaces were £15 each and the earrings I think were like maybe 12, and they were sort of coming in a bit higher than I've been looking to pay overall out of my budget. I kind of used most of my bridesmaid budget by now, so yeah, the shoes, I should have said, were £45 each. So I was sort of coming to the end of my budget, so I haven't picked up the earrings. There was plenty of them, and I've just been looking to see if I can maybe find a cheaper option that's the same or very similar. But the final thing that I picked up for me, which wasn't planned, but I just absolutely loved and knew was perfect, was some wedding day earrings. So this is what I have picked up. And I just think they're absolutely beautiful. Hold them, try and get close. I just, again, as I said, didn't want anything like over the top, too flashy, too big. I did want ones that would hang down like these do, like drop earrings. I had a pair that I wore for all of my like trying on wedding dresses, and they were a drop earring. They were actually from my graduation, so I wanted something fresh, and the diamonds on these I think complement my wedding ring really well, and I just think they'll be very classy, subtle, elegant. I just love them. And we saw them in John Lewis in the jewellery department, and they had a 15% off pearls on, so these were £50, and I got 15% off that, so I got them for, I can't remember, something like 42. Maths is not my strong point, but yeah, I really love them. I think they look more expensive than they were actually, and I just think they're so beautiful. So shopping aside, we sat down and had some lunch just to obviously chat and catch up, and Carolina and Yaz filled me in on some of like the hen do plans and basically where things were at, and really excitingly have booked the main sort of activity that we're doing. So they told me that, and we have the dates all confirmed and everything obviously, so that was really nice to hear about. So the last thing I want to show you is something which is an idea that I had that I was running away with. I'd basically seen something that I really wanted, but it's very extra. It's not at all necessary or vital for the wedding, and the original that I saw, when I looked on and went on for a quote, it was going to come to over £250, and I was like, I cannot justify that whatsoever on this item. So I've gone with a DIY version, and I'm really happy with it, so I'm really excited to show you. So you probably already know if you've been watching my vlogs, but if you don't, we have our venue for 2 nights. We have 18 bedrooms on site, and we also have filled the B&B that the venue owns with another 6 rooms. So basically all of our family and quite a few of our friends and our wedding party are all staying on site with us or right next door for 2 nights, which is really exciting. And as part of that, I saw these personalised door hangers that basically have the guests' names on, you know, like little do not disturb signs that you'd get in any hotel, but personalised. And I thought they were a lovely idea, mainly for guests to see who was in like the other bedrooms around them and stuff, and they're just a nice little personal touch. As I say, the ones I saw were well over £250 for the amount that I was looking for, which was just for door hangers. It's not in my budget, and it would be absurd. Like, I could not justify that to anyone. So I went on Vistaprint and I managed to knock up my own, and they've arrived and I'm so happy with them. So this is what they look like. So they're little like door hangers. They'll hang over the doorknob, and they say, "Welcome to our wedding." If you can see, "Welcome to our wedding. Please knock" is the front. And basically in this white space, I'm going to write the people's names that are in that room. So the only difference between these and obviously the ones that I'd originally seen, they would have printed each guest's name on the door knockers. But I got these for just under £20. And I cannot spend £250 just to have the personalised versions. Like, I just can't. So I'm going to handwrite those on, and that will do. I'll just maybe practice my handwriting a few times. But the great thing actually is that I got like a pack of 50 of these from Vistaprint for £20. So I've got a lot of room for error and practice. But yeah, basically I just thought they'd be really cute. And then on the back it says, "Please don't disturb. We are recovering from partying with the newlyweds." So then to go with those, I also got ones for myself and Johnny, of course. And these were from Etsy. And I got a pack of 3 for £6. So again, really reasonable. And basically I've got this one which says, "Please do not disturb groom getting ready," and it's got this little like bow tie stuck on, which is really cute. And then we've got the bridal version, "Please do not disturb bride getting ready." So basically myself and Johnny will have these on our doors on the morning of the wedding. And they're just like, they're cute for photos, aren't they? They serve no purpose, but they'll be cute for photos. And then for our wedding evening, our first night together, we've got "Please do not disturb bride and groom just married." So, and they've got like this really cute lace detail and these pearls and things. I think for £6, so £2 each, that is actually a really good deal. As I say, they were on Etsy if you want to check them out. So that is pretty much everything that I've bought so far. So aside from all of the bits and pieces that I've been buying, I have been getting on with a few other little bits and pieces in the background. So we've started receiving our RSVPs, which is really exciting. Thankfully, they've all been yeses so far, apart from one, which we did know was going to be a no. Someone on Johnny's side of the family who can't make it, but we wanted to send them an invite anyway, because they were technically invited to the wedding even though they can't come. But other than that, all good RSVPs. I think we've had at least 50% of our RSVPs back already. I asked for them back by, I think it was the end of January, so there's still quite a bit of time for people to do that as well. Other things I've been working on in the background, I've been looking at some inspirational pics for things like flowers, and I've finalised my set list for my string quartet for walking down the aisle and like the church music, and then also the drinks reception. And next on my list is doing like the set list sort of yeses and nos for the band for the evening. We've also booked our flights and hotel for our Italy wedding, so that's definitely happening. So that's really exciting and a big thing ticked off the list. We got a really good deal on the hotel, and yeah, flights are just always expensive, aren't they? But yeah, we've got that all booked, so that's really great news. And that's about it for now. I can't believe how quickly the wedding is approaching. We're down to 8 months now, which is terrifying. Exciting, but terrifying. I keep talking to people. I was talking to someone yesterday at work whose wedding is a month after ours, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I've booked sort of the venue, the photographer, I've got my dress," so just things like the cake to go and stuff. So basically hasn't booked every supplier, and she's super chill. And I've booked every supplier. I've done a huge amount of wedding planning, and I know that I'm probably ahead of where most people are typically, but I still feel stressed because I think that's just my nature, and I have such like a vision for everything, and I want to give it my all, and I get worried if I'm going to have to make last minute decisions because I run out of time, and then I don't want to regret them. So I know all the pressures coming from myself on myself, but I am starting to feel the pressure a little bit at the 8 month mark. So I think that's everything for this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed my little haul, and yeah, please do let me know in the comments if there's anything wedding related you'd specifically like to see coming up in my next vlogs. I'm very open to suggestions, and I'd love to provide you with what you're looking for. But I really hope you're enjoying the wedding series so far, finding it useful if you're planning your own wedding, or if you just enjoy watching wedding content, that you're enjoying the journey. So thanks so much for watching this vlog, and I'll catch up with you really soon. Bye.